So how is it going, Dank Division? It appears the day we have all feared may finally be upon us. Yes, that is right. It appears that Rebirth Island's days are numbered. This map, which, just to kind of put this in perspective, this map dropped in Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. It was around when the original Verdansk was still hanging around, and is quite possibly, I would dare to say, the last remnant of Warzone when COVID was still pretty much holding a lot of people inside. It holds a lot of memories, both good and bad, but it's sadly time for a lot of us to move forward. Now granted, this is not the first time that we've had this map layout before. As we all know, this map layout is Alcatraz in real life aspect, as well as from the zombies maps that are made exactly the same, both Mob of the Dead and Blood of the Dead, as well as Alcatraz being used for Black Ops 4. But with that being said, we had it that Call of Duty decided to drop a nice little leak, in which case they told us that tomorrow there's going to be some sort of community event to reveal the map layout for what is called Fortune's Keep. Now, for those of you who weren't able to figure out where you got Fortune's Keep from, you had to stare at this, just look at this image and go, okay, how does it say Fortune's Keep? If you can see it in the first 3 seconds, you're probably either got the keenest eyes or you're just full of shit. But irregardless, it's time to look forward. Now, take a look at this image that we get, of course, from Call of Duty's Instagram. Only recruits with the golden magic eye can see the name of the next season's Warzone destination. Now, this is pissing off a lot of people because everyone's saying the wrong map is being tossed out. And let me be clear. We do not, as a whole, like Caldera. I was happy to move on from Verdansk, but when we got Caldera, my map didn't render 90% of the time. And overall, it led me to playing more Rebirth. Well, the problem was, when Rebirth first came out, yeah, a lot of people played it. Sure, you always had the tower campers, but overall, most people stayed in Verdansk, so you pretty much had a more casual player base. When Caldera dropped, and by dropped I mean face planted on day one, most of the Sweatfest that was the main player base came flocking to Rebirth, and it led it to where it is now. A Sweatfest, nothing but hand-holding, nothing but camping corners, no element of fun to the game, just flatlined Rebirth. Even with the update that was Rebirth Reinforced, it can't save what Rebirth has become. Now, with that being said, there are quite a few leaks that dropped, but I can already tell you why I believe this event is going to be taking place more than likely the last 2 days of Season 3. How do I know this? Well, Call of Duty officially has it that they put out their weekly playlists, and on that particular set of days, Rebirth Island has something blacked out that you can't tell what it is, and now I believe we have an inkling to what exactly we're going to be diving into. Now, what is also brought up is that leakers have been finding files for what is referred to Operation Dragon's Cove, saying that this is apparently set on September 21st, 1976. Now, let's be honest, that's a hell of a year. Cold War's still in full swing. ABBA's at the top of the British music charts. But, with that being said, that pretty much means that this new map is going to be set in 1976. But that begs a lot of questions. How exactly is this going to, let's say, lead into Modern Warfare 2? Is this going to, instead of leading into Modern Warfare 2, is this going to have something to do with Cold War? Is this going to culminate in all of the above? Now, what gets better is there are also voice lines that are being found in the files, including one by Captain Butcher that says, "It wasn't until sometime later that we realized a storm was coming." What's better yet is there are other bundles that are in here. It suggested that quite possibly maybe this is a hideaway location. Whether this is dating back to before World War II or dating to something that that the Russians have pretty much put aside in the Soviet Union era. What's better yet is there are files being found that suggest that we might see Zombie Royale return specifically to Rebirth. Because there's a file that has the audio file Last Human Alive Wins and something called Gold War. Now, what exactly could that mean? It sounds like Rebirth is going to have an exfil, which we already knew from the patch notes a while back that said, you know, about the scan having it that if you lay flat that you'll survive, and they talk about exfilling. But there's other audio files talking about curing yourself and collecting antivirals. Now, the last thing I will talk about is that this new map is supposed to take place on the Mediterranean, and we'll have to wait and see if that's going to have anything to do with anything that's coming up. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. What is your favorite memory of Rebirth Island? That first win, or perhaps when it was still the construction site before it became Command Center? What are your least favorite memories? Do you think that Rebirth needs to go, or do you think they're deleting the wrong map? So I look forward to seeing that comment section down below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button to pretty much keep up to date on all things Call of Duty. And to all of you out there, don't forget to follow on the socials. You guys have a wonderful day and night. Whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. And of course, as always, this is Dink Dan, signing off.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dink. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers.
15.
What do the numbers mean, Dink? We're wasting valuable time.